got YouTube over here. All right, so we're live post-range report here with the new Optic Mount. Really stoked about it, man. This thing shot phenomenally well. Couldn't be more happy. So it was hard to do a good kind of conversation while we were there at the range. Everybody was shooting, but we had a good little brief moment there where it was quiet. You know, we always just jump on over shoot straight. It's like less than a mile away, so it worked out well. Couldn't be more happy. Couldn't be more pleased. This thing is just phenomenally well. Thank God it's done, man. I am so happy. All right, we got 13 over here, and YouTube is over here. Facebook, I got you vertical this time. We got 1 on Facebook, 14 YouTube. So what do you guys think? Did you see the live video at the range? Got a couple little targets. I don't usually bring the targets back, but since we're doing this after range recap, the whole point of the testing or the shooting demonstration was to at least show that it'll hold 0 repeatably, round after round after round. Now obviously we need to continue to do a lot more testing with punching it out to the Facebook, to the actual forum, not the Facebook group. If you're on Facebook, get on over to the forum. So we're going to punch it out to everybody in the forum so they can do some real destructive testing. Want to get a good round count, how many rounds have been through the actual Optic Mount. So just initially, you know, this is my target here. You know, I had that one flyer at the end because I picked up the rate of fire, so I was just doing 2 in the chest, 1 in the head, and that was just good, steady, 15-ish yards in the range, and man, we were just punching daylight through the target all day long. And the beautiful thing is we can fold that sub, we can flip that optic out, we're good to go. You know, we got a repeatable 0 that holds rock solid, doesn't jump around when you're shooting. It's got a nice solid platform, nice solid base. This is Adam's. So Adam's over there shooting too. So, I mean, very easy to do. Very simple to just punch daylight through targets, which is exactly what we want. We want a folding pistol caliber carbine that'll give us that full utility, that full function, allow us to fold it, stow it. Now, we did talk about that yesterday. That's the only complaint, is how it hangs out on the side. But other than that, repeatable 0, just phenomenal, man. This feels like OEM equipment, something you'd get right from the factory. It works. It just folds like the Sub 2, which is really exciting. So that hammer and sear engagement, man, really love that. I like it. Actually, I was just joking around. I was like, man, I don't even want to take this off. You know, this is my Sub right here. I want to keep it on. But we're going to share it. I know if I had that feeling, definitely the guys in the forum are going to have that feeling. So Kona, I know you got a schedule worked out. We're finally going to be shipping these out tomorrow morning. Obviously, it got delayed a little bit because we needed to get out there, at least do a little live fire shooting video. I know you guys in the forum are going to do that as well, which is exciting. I'm really stoked to see everybody out there running and gunning with it and get your feedback and your input. You know, I want to hear what everyone else thinks, so it'll be fun. Really pumped about it. There's not much more I can say other than we've got a great solution for the Sub. We've got something that'll hold a 0 that's going to allow you to co-witness with your iron sights. It's something I like too. When I was out there shooting, man, I really love, you know, I'm running absolute co-witness. You know, I got my front sight post there. I got my red dot just right over it. Real easy, repeatable. You know, and I was kind of going a little slow there in the beginning, but then at the end, man, I was just picking it up. You know, I was running 2 in the chest, 1 in the head. I was having a little fun. I even stole Michael's magazine because he was the guy that was filming, and it was like, all right, you film for us. You know, you're going to shoot a mag on the new Optic Mount. But he did shoot. So it's not like, you know, we left him high and dry without shooting it. He had a blast too. Did really well. He's our designer, and he was punching daylight through the target. So I was like, oh, all right, good, man. Nice work. So really excited. What's up, Joseph? Price. Yep. So this week we're going to have pricing. So we're getting all those machining numbers together. We're going to have a good idea on what it's going to cost. The target is $100, so $99.95. Yeah, what's up, Gary? $99.95, man. That is the goal. That is the target price point. So I've got one of these SIG Holosun kind of remake specialty Holosun optics. Do you guys want, yeah, there you go, compatible red dots? I mean, if it's able to mount to a picked rail, it's compatible. There's going to be some that we'll recommend, and I think that's something that we should probably offer. Maybe we do a combined package. Maybe you can buy the mount and buy, I mean, I love the Holosun optics. These work really well. They're really sleek. They work well. most importantly, they're functional. I like how, you know, you can make those quick little adjustments up here, you know, with the intensity. Just real easy, even with zeroing. It's fast and simple to zero, right on target, hold zero. It's a very common theme. Oh, what's up, Jack? Oh, yeah, man. Jack Poyer's on there. Sergeant Poyer. Yeah, that's cool. So what's up, YouTube? We got 23 over there. We got 10 over here in Facebook. We're getting a little more comment activity over here. What's up? You guys sleeping? All right, YouTube. What do you guys got for questions? There's not much more that we need to go over, really. Going good, Jack. Loving life, man. We just finally finished this 3-year project, which we're really excited about. I can't wait to get these out to everybody. So we'll just go top to, or bottom to top here. We got this rock solid starting point. So we mount this thing through the handguard on the sub. So there's 4 posts there that it's mounting through. Just a phenomenal starting point right there. Whereas if you were to take it and try to use the M-LOK hardware to locate inside these plastic M-LOK features, that steel hardware is going to rip through that plastic. So to avoid that problem, we went ahead and we ran the mount base plate right through the handguard and those 4 screws there. So it's a rock solid lockup. And then going further up, we've got a hammer Sear Engagement. So super tight tolerances, real rock solid, phenomenal. Now the unique thing there is that it will go down, but it won't go up, right? So it'll go down just a hair, won't go up. So the good thing with that is that, you know, it'll hold on the upward momentum, that upward recoil. It's naturally going to hold in your rock solid, steady, stable position. You're not going to have that downward momentum. So naturally, you're going to be fighting a little muzzle flip. Not if you got the M series though. This thing performed phenomenally well. Just shot like a dream out there. Especially if you throw in the brass bolt as well. There's nothing more that you really need to do this sub. Really love the buttstock pad too. The really cool thing about the buttstock pad is it actually gives you much more stability in that pocket in your shoulder. So rather than having that slippery, pointy little buttstock that's plastic that'll kind of move around your shoulder, give you those hickeys, it's a nice, solid, steady position. It's captured in that pocket in your shoulder like it would be on anything else that you'd be used to shooting. All right, what's up? Yeah, Terry. I mean, if you're in the forum, if you're in the MCARBO Brotherhood forum, that's it. You're going to get one. You're going to get to test it. I think Kona's trying to do it with the level 3 forum members first, which makes sense. It's a lot of guys that have been there a long time. So we know they're vetted out. It's not going to be like a new guy that just jumps in the forum and is like, oh, yeah, I want to test it. And it's like crickets. Never hear from them again. So we're really excited to get it, you know, passed around, get guys to test it, and obviously keep a round count. We have a good idea on where does it eventually wear out, if it does wear out. So that'll be fun and exciting just to see how everybody. I like shooting the sub. I really love shooting the sub now. I like how it'll co-witness with those iron sights. I like how it's stable. I like how accurate it is. I mean, anybody can really just pick this up and just run and gun with it and punch daylight through the targets. You know, our designer who's running SolidWorks all day long on the computer, like he was out there punching daylight through the target with this sub, which is the M series, and it's got the new optic mount on it, which is the pistol caliber carbine to have. The M series, the optic mount, there's nothing more that you need. The kind of utility, the function. You need a 33 round mag. Definitely need that. The Glock OEM mags are phenomenal. They just run really well. So really stoked about it, man. There's nothing more. I love it. This is my go-to right here. It's a fun pistol caliber carbine to shoot. I love it. What more does it say? Come on. What else? Jack's laughing. What up, Jack? Keep having the mount out of camera frame. Well, I'm running right here at Facebook, and then I'm running right here to YouTube. Happy stick. Yeah, man. Yeah, no kidding. This would be the go-to in the tank, man. It's very portable, very collapsible, small. Look at that. So you can see we finally dialed in the laser engraving. So we actually drew this in CAD software so it would print better on the laser. Oh man, yeah, I only use the happy sticks too. 33 rounders, dude, it's just too much fun. So, easy to punch daylight through the target with a 33 rounder. Yeah, man, I agree. Yeah, the Army definitely could use this. Big contract though. It'd be hard to fill. It'll be hard just to fill this initial order of these optic mounts. I know a lot of guys are super stoked about it. So this is it, man. Finally. And I'm really excited because I'm done. I'm going to be done telling everybody 15 weeks, constantly going back and forth with manufacturing, trying to figure out when we're going to be ready, when we're going to have that lockup, when is it actually going to work. It's a dream come true, man. So really excited that we solved this big problem. Yeah. I'm reading the comments here. Yeah, man. Thanks, Dylan. I'm like physically falling apart here. I think just days and days of getting up at like 4 in the morning every day, trying to crack this code on this friggin' optic mount. We're finally done. Thank God. Might get some sleep. Yeah, Jason, sure did, man. Yeah, super stoked. Can't wait. So really eager to hear what you guys think about it. Really stoked to see the video. Make sure you get some good video. We did the range video there, and I'm excited because this justifies us maybe getting a range one day, or at least a piece of property. And that's something I want to mention. Anybody in the Florida area, Clearwater? Anybody got some land or know somebody that's got land we can go shoot at? I want to do a good live fire video before we release these. So there it is. Trying to make sure I share it between the frames here. We got YouTube over here. We got Facebook over here. At least I got it right this time. Facebook, you're vertical. Everybody's good over here. YouTube, you're horizontal. You're landscape mode. I'm trying to become an expert cameraman. Thanks, Eric. Oh, there you go, Jack. Yeah, man, come on down. Clearwater. Love to show you around. That goes for anybody else, man. You guys in the area, come see us. We're in Clearwater. We'll show you around, give you a tour. Heck yeah. There you go, Dylan. Yeah, man, you're welcome. Vertical. I'm still learning how to work cameras. Be out of blast, man. It was good to get to the range. Absolutely going to do an install video. It's pretty simple, though. You know, you're just taking out these 4 factory screws. All right, and you're going to replace them with the screws that we give you, but you're going to use the factory lock nut that comes with it. So that's it, same threads, so it all matches up perfectly. So there's really no complexity to this either, which I love. You know, there is an optic mount out there for the sub, but you have to like bungee cord it down here, and it's just too rickety. It was a great idea, and it's been a good solution for the longest time, but nobody's had any other options since. And a lot of guys are getting, you know, they're spending $100 and they're getting down the road, and the mount's just falling off because it's steel M-lock hardware that's trying to mount into hard plastic that eventually wears out, falls off, and then you're like, hey, I want a refund, and they're like, hey, I'm not going to talk to you. You're past your 30-day, 90-day, whatever the refund policy is. That sucks. So just kind of left high and dry, and then you're just trying to sell it on arms list or whatever. So, and that's the other thing about our company, man. We stand behind it. We pour our heart and soul into this, put our reputation on the line, so we never leave anybody just high and dry. You know, sucks to be you, because that word travels. So we're big on the reputation. We're big on who we are and what we're trying to achieve, making our little, you know, little dent in the firearm industry, making our little mark there. So it's pretty cool. We're pretty hopeful this definitely helps us do that. Really excited to get everybody's feedback on it. All right, Chris. Yeah, man, we've been talking about that today, the Wyoming Antelope Club. Shoot straight to where we go because it's like a mile away from here, but definitely considering other options. We need to go outdoors. I mean, the camera was just falling apart inside as far as the connection. All right, there we go. You try to scope. No, just the red dot. You know, pistol caliber carbine is great for close quarters. This is definitely your your primary philosophy of use. It's going to be that close quarters combat, man. You're going to be clearing rooms. You're going to be running and gunning in city streets, alleys, in and out of vehicles. So it's great that it folds up. You can stow it. You know, you throw it in the truck. Do what you got to do. Jump out, and you're operating. You're running and gunning. You're having a good time. 33 round mag. Woo! I mean, I had a blast at the range. It's good to get out there. I get stuck behind the desk for so long, man. And I love going live too, because it's like pressure's on. Can't have any flyers. I had one. I knew it. Once I said I had none. Yeah, exactly. Thanks, JY. Yeah, man. Awesome. Thanks, Nick. Yeah, thanks, Joseph. I mean, and not to knock it, you know, I hate knocking that, because they did come up with a good solution, but it's hard to just say that that is the end-all be-all. I think there's always room for improvement. There's even room for improvement on our stuff too, and we're always trying to do that. Nothing against those guys. So it is what it is. I mean, we're always trying to be better. We're always trying to make something better for our firearms, for the end user, for everybody that wants to run and gun and operate. We all want the same thing. We want it to be accurate, want it to be reliable, functional, want it to do what it's supposed to do. So nobody wants a broken toy. Yeah, that's it, Anthony. I mean, yeah, man, really, you're just pulling out the screws, 4 screws, and it drops right in. And that took a while, too, to get that geometry perfect to where it would just drop right in. There were so many iterations where we were fighting the plastic, trying to make sure it lined up perfectly, but we nailed it, man. We bought some new inspection equipment, actually after SHOT Show, really phenomenal. That helped us kind of crack that code, too. Took a lot of time out of the process for us, so that was nice. Oh, what's up, Eric? Yeah, man. All we did was we just talked, just quick range recap. So I was just demoing the Optic Mount a little bit, and I was explaining that I think I'm physically falling apart here. So this is what Adam was shooting. He did really good. And this is what I was shooting. All right, and then I, at the range, I picked it up a little bit. You know, even on the live feed, I was like, screw it. And that's when I got the flyer. But I was just doing 2 to the chest, 1 to the head. You know, it was a good 15-yard drill. Just picked it up, didn't want to go too slow and make it look like we were just, you know, whatever, just trying to make a perfect little picture. So it's fun. You know, I love doing the running and gunning, man. And, you know, at least Shoot Straight's cool with the rate of fire. They don't get upset and cranky if you start to pick up your rate of fire. So that's always a nice thing. But the camera was kind of, and that's why I decided to do the after range video too, because the camera was losing connection. So the video turned out a little crappy. It's on YouTube if you want to go back and review it. But it was fun, man. I mean, it was great just to get out there, put some rounds down on target, and be like, here it is. Here's the Optic Mount. You asked for it. You ask and you will receive. 3 years later, but here it is, baby. We didn't give up. And I love that you guys kept the support up, man. You're like, hey, take your time, make it right, deliver it. You know, we're here, we're waiting. That was cool. So that kept us motivated. Everybody kept asking. Oh yeah, Chris, that's a good idea. We should do something like that. I've been thinking about maybe like, I mean, Reload is amazing. Up there, Tarpon Springs. I mean, it's about an hour drive from here. It's another indoor range, but it just feels like Vegas every time we go there. So I love it, man. So, new Optic Mount, just a phenomenal new piece of hardware for your SUB-2000. Folds up, stows away, pop it out, good repeatable zero, and you're running and gunning. I mean, it's everything that we want for our sub. This really completes it. Otherwise, you're trying to mount your optic on the plastic rail, or you're using some other kind of device to try to mount an optic and to be able to fold it and stow it and then pop it back out when you're ready to use it and put it in place and have a nice solid zero that you can shoot accurately with. Nothing more disappointing than to go out there and you're just all over the target or you're not even hitting what you're aiming at. Not to mention when you have the optic mounted to the plastic rail, that dot is going to be like right here, like well below the sight post. So you're going to be looking at the back of this shroud, more or less. Your dot will be right there. So it doesn't even make it fun. It doesn't make it useful. You're going to have to remove your front sight. You're going to have to do a lot of weird things to make it functional. So that was something that we really wanted to do, was to offer a solution that made it functional, allowing us to put a red dot on here, go out there, do what we need to do, have some fun, be accurate, repeatable zero, and be able to do some work with this, man. Put some good solid rounds down range, accurately on target every time. Thanks, Jason. Yeah, man. Oh yeah, so the M series, hey, thanks Dennis for asking that. And this is mine right here. So this is my MCARBO 00001. Love it. So with the new buttstock pad on it, man, I love this baby. And that's what I was saying with the optic mount on it, it's complete. Feels good. I'm like, yeah, all right, I got mine. But we're sharing. Sharing is caring. We're gonna send it out to everybody. I'm not even gonna get one until the end. So, what we got here? Yeah, front sight post. We did mention that a while back. And the optic mount obviously is taking priority. I mean, this is something we've all wanted for so long. I love, man, how it co-witnesses. I mean, that was such a good, piece. Everybody mentioned that in the forum. We were just trying to get the lockup for so long. That was our priority. As we got towards the end of it, it was like, all right, well, what else do we need to do? What else do we need to hit, on this design priority list before we get into production? So I'm glad we definitely dialed that in, getting that height perfect. I mean, you can see it's just right over that handguard, putting you just perfectly in line for an absolute co-witness. Thanks, Eric. Appreciate it, man. All right, Dennis. Yeah, man, get you an M series. I love it. It's right out of the box. I mean, I've built a lot of these. We have a lot here. Problem with taking them apart so many times, they tend to get a little looser with the tolerances after a while if all the polymer gets jacked up inside. So something we want to do is, and a lot of guys have been with us from the beginning, man, so that was just part of the R&D, all of us kind of learning together. So if you already got one, maybe you want to get one more that's like super tight tolerance, everything's put together, but then you got your other one that's your project, your baby that you had a lot of fun with upgrading as you went. Oh, you're installing all the internals now? Yeah, the new optic mount is where it's at. This is it, man. So this will hold it all together. It's going to allow you to do a lot more with your sub. Oh man, phones are dying. I'm freaking dying here. Whew. Yeah, man, so this is great. Really love it. Yeah, hell yeah. Really stoked, guys. Thank you for all your support, all the comments rolling in. So the range went extremely well. I was showing the targets here. Punching daylight. Holds a repeatable zero. Nice, accurate optic mount. We love it. It's ready to go, man. Finally done. Thank God we are done. The design phase, the testing, the R&D. 3 years. Ridiculous amount of time. But it's what it takes. We didn't want to send out a subpar offering with our name on it. There was no way. I just got too much pride to do something like that. I just feel like crap. So I feel like how I look right now. All right, so the price is $99.95 is what we're shooting for. Thanks, Jack. So Jack's my old platoon sergeant, tank commander. So I was a tanker before becoming a Green Beret. So we went to Iraq together. So there's Jack Poirier there. Heck yeah, man. Good to see you. Yeah, anytime you're down here, come on and visit. All right. Yeah, good, man. Appreciate all the love and the support, guys. So 3 years in the making, finally done. Price $99.95 is the target. Yeah, so obviously, I mean, if there's any fluctuation, it'll be minor. I highly doubt it. We just got to do what we got to do to get the pricing down. So I'm thinking, if there was something we had to eliminate, it might be something tiny. If it came down to that, you wouldn't even notice it, but it all comes down to machining time. That's it. So, hey, thanks, Chris. Appreciate it, man. Happy to. All right, Jack, marking the calendar. Yeah, man. Cool, guys. Yeah, dude. $100 is the target. We didn't want to make anything where it was a ridiculous price point. You know, what I love is, oh, that was a big bug right there. Did you see that? All right, I got to blow the nose. Oh, that's embarrassing. Yeah, man. Whew. This is Hollywood at its finest over here. So there it is, guys. $100. We got an optic mount, folds, repeatable zero. It's done. So now it's 7 weeks of production. So the time clock starts ticking. Yeah, it's 6061 aircraft grade aluminum. No, Dennis, not yet, man. We've got 3 prototypes that we'll be sending out. I wish they were ready now. Production takes time, and we're gonna have to keep those tolerances in place as we're machining. You know, we just have to make it efficient, but we can't sacrifice quality for speed. So we have to make sure we continually are doing our due diligence through the process, the QC. We want them all to be perfect. You know, last thing we want is like, you know, half of them don't work, half of them do. So we're gonna take our time, make them right, get them right the first time. We've all waited like 3 years anyway, so what's another 7 weeks? But as we're making them, it'll be in complete assemblies. So it'll be 500 units at a time, you know, and then those 500 units will go to plating, get plated, assembled, shipped out. You guys got them. So it'll be like that, batches of 500 continuously rolling through production. So we're gonna try our best, man. We're gonna read up on Henry Ford and try to really fine tune our efficiency here. That's a good, Dennis, that's a very good question as far as which optics are going to run, you know, and I think that's going to be answered through this prototype testing. So we've got about 10 of these that are ready to go now that we've made. So 3 are going to go out immediately. One's going to go out 704 Tactical. He's going to do a good review on it. And then also from there, the MCARBO forum. So the MCARBO Brotherhood, if you're part of the forum, the actual forum, you're going to get it, testing, and they're going to keep it and keep passing it around. And Kona's going to be handling that over there in the forum. I think I saw yesterday he's going to have level 3 members that have been there a good amount of time. You know, he's going to start with them, and then we'll go from there. 7 weeks is going to go by pretty quick. I have a feeling it'll fly by. Plus, you're going to get a lot of these live updates, people shooting it, which is great because it's going to be somebody other than me saying what they think about it, which I'm excited because I like to hear other people put in their 2 cents, you know, and then there's always different things that we're going to hear that maybe I didn't cover, like which optics are going to run best on it, which ones fit, which ones don't. So there's plenty of guys with different optics they can slap on there, test, give us all that feedback and that input. Yeah. Yeah, Eric, I think $100 is very reasonable. So that's what we wanted, man. Pre-sale, I know, we need to do something. Last thing I want to do is like leave anybody left out that's been waiting for so long. So what I think is going to happen is I'll do the first sale. I'll let everybody know in the forum. So I'm not even going to blast out an email. I'll just let the guys know in the forum first. So it's a good incentive. Get on over there, the MCARBO forum. It's a great group of guys. You know, a lot of vets, a lot of police officers. So it's fun, man. I mean, I wish I could spend more time in there. But I do go in there and I read what everybody's saying, and I'll jump in and chime in on a few things here and there. But I'm definitely not leading the conversation. Kona does a phenomenal job over there, and he's really holding it down, as well as the other mods. I'm not forgetting you guys. It's fun, man. It's a great group. And it's a great way to keep connected. The Facebook group too, we have the private Facebook group, so I'm talking to Facebook right here. So it's a solid group there, and you know, and if you don't want to be on the forum, but the reason we started the forum was because Facebook and YouTube were doing a lot of weird stuff, talking about different things with guns and channels, so it's a nice little refuge. You know, that's our Alamo. You know, if everything, you know, went south, we got at least a place. So it's cool. All right, Dennis. Yeah, man. Well, thank you guys for watching. Really appreciate it. That's the range update. Punching daylight through targets, 33 round mags. Love it. The optic mount works like a dream, man. Really is a dream come true. so glad. 3 years in the making, it's finally done. I can finally give a real update. 7 weeks production. We're on the way now. So thank God. Really cracking that code on that lockup, man. You know, so it all came together over time, but definitely an expensive process, time consuming. You know, but we definitely poured our hearts and souls into it, so it was fun. So I'm ready for the next big challenge, really stoked. Really hope this helps us put our mark on the firearm industry and really, you know, propel us into that next direction, man. Really pumped. Really can't wait. I was telling everybody here, I was like, if we sell 5,000 optic mounts, we are going to start a range. Just trying to shoot straight, man. It was just, you can't really do any good videos, so it'd be fun to have at least a piece of property or something where we could do some real, you know, shooting, some real actionable shooting where we're doing something other than just standing in the stall. You know, you guys get a better view of what it's going to function like, you know, and as we start to develop more complex things too, it'll be great to be able to demonstrate it in its full capacity. So really excited about it. Plus I love running and gunning. It's just a lot of fun, much more exhilarating. So it was really, I mean, I was pumped today just to see the Optic Mount working, man, and just, yeah, really stoked. So I'm excited to hear you guys, your feedback, you know, your videos, your pictures, all of it. So get ready to send it, man. If you get the Optic Mount, you got to get out here and perform. It won't be as bad as me. I just had a long bug on live TV, so that was phenomenal. Can't edit this. That's what I love about it too. So there it is, man. That is awesome. Thank you guys for hanging out, and we'll do some more live videos. I'm really enjoying this because I don't have to do any editing. This is great. We get to hang out, we get to talk, I get to see what everybody's saying. Really appreciate it, buddy. All right, guys. Till next time, happy shooting. 7 weeks, mark the calendars. All right. Really excited. Thanks, Gilbert. Thanks, Rupin. Thanks, Dennis. Thanks, Glenn. Thanks, Chase. Oh, yeah, CMR30, man. Yeah, we're going to do some stuff. Yeah, all the KEL-TECs, all the major popular KEL-TECs, we want to keep running more M-Series. Todd, thanks, man. Thanks, Eric. All right, guys. Yeah, expect more M-Series in the future. PMR30, let me know what you guys are thinking idea-wise. I know that's been around a while, but that's still been a big one for a long time. All right, Brian. Yeah, man. Cool. All right, guys. I'm out of here. I'll see you guys later. Thanks a lot.